Hey, welcome back to the Spiritual Corner. My name is Prism, P-Chan, or PZ, whatever you want to call me. And I am back in the Tarot Mapachito world to do another reading. As you have noticed, I have so much exposure of light on me that I am looking like I look very, very much lighter, but this is all just the lighting being a little bit weird. They just updated the world just a few days ago, so they might have, just added a few things. They definitely added a lot of light, but I really want to use this deck again, so I'm back to still do this reading. Let's see what we're getting for you today, the message you need to know. The Queen of Pentacles in reversed. So I know my collective. I know that you are like, you're not this. You're not insecure. You're not um a opportunist or a gold digger. You aren't focused on image rather than a foundation, stability. You're nurturing. You are not the opposite of that. And that is the Queen of Pentacles here. So someone is in your energy. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, it could be, but it doesn't have to be. But in this energy of just being very self absorbed, very someone that doesn't practice what they preach. Like, I get someone that wants perfection from everyone, but isn't perfect themselves. Um, let's see what else we're getting here. The Five of Swords reversed. So this is someone who can't continue bringing drama or conflict to a situation, to an environment. They have to put their sword down because, so this could be more than one thing. I'm going to do 5 cards and we'll pull some clarifications on these, so no worries. But I'm getting either Archangel Michael, which is the King of Swords, um, or someone who is just someone who is honorable, who could be in the military, could be in some sort of like police, some place of authority, who has cut through the deceit, the fog, whatever was created by this Queen of Pentacles in reversed. Interesting. So, you could have had a person from your spirit team come and protect you, most likely Archangel Michael, or you could have someone in your corner, whether you know them or not, who is seeing a situation for what it is and is calling for some sort of clarity, order. I'm also getting this as this could be, this is Gemini, Aquarius, Libra energy. This could be someone who is very well spoken, someone who speaks the truth. Um, it could be a lawyer, it could be quite anybody, just take it as it resonates. But they're definitely stopping some sort of um, fight here. And it's crazy. Someone pointed out I wish I could remember, but they pointed out how, oh, it was Kion Intuition. He pointed out how some queens and kings, you could say that they are, because they are in their space of being a court card, they have mastered their said categories. So, for example, King of Swords is the master of swords. He is the master of truth. So, any drama or any sort of conflict that's created, especially out of um, illusions, can be seen through by the King of Swords because he knows illusions. He knows drama, talk, conversations, communication. He understands it so much so that he can breeze through all of this. Just like the how he used it was the Queen of Cups. Because she's the Queen of Cups, she can see through illusion, Seven of Cups. So that type of thing wouldn't work. This is why this is stopping here, is because the King of Swords has stepped in. And Four of Pentacles, someone doesn't want to let something go, whether it could be a grudge, it could be even, oh my God, okay. It could be even something tangible, but there's something that they don't want to let go of or they want to hold back. But this is a tower. This isn't gonna work. Oh my God. So we have a earth sign feminine or just a feminine energy who is a very, very bad person. They created some possible conflict or drama, uh, possibly relating to trying to keep an image of being someone um, who is nurturing, who is well off financially or even spiritually, but they are the opposite. But someone, this energy, this is like the center energy here, was able to cut through all of this or to see through all of this conflict. And this is causing the Queen of Pentacles reverse to not want to let something go. Something that probably has to do with this conflict or someone or something. They don't want to let it go. And this is a tower. So they're going to have to let it go. They're going to be ripped from it, is what I'm getting here. Um, but this could go a different way with the clarifications, but let's see. Queen of Pentacles, we have the Queen of Cups reversed. So this is really who she is. She is not only an insecure, uh, gold digging, unloving, unnurturing energy. She's also very mean, very she it's like as it's like as if she uses manipulates emotions without having clear intuition on what she's doing. It's very much out of spite. Um, well, so they could be needing money or needing a position, needing a title because they can't go somewhere. They're in treacherous waters. Um, I'm getting just stuck energy. Their lack of emotions, or should I say empathy, is what causes them to be very materialistic, very focused on money, very much like it's like they have a closed heart chakra, is what I'm getting. And it causes them to stay stuck. But they feel like they can get something, they can get what they want out of something by by creating drama, creating a war, creating a issue, conflict. I'm guessing with you or with someone else. It could also be for this King of Swords because they have a grudge, but this is a tower. It could also be that. It could be that they um are holding a grudge against this King of Swords. But we're going to see. We're going to see. One more. The Five of Cups reversed. So they could also move how they move to make themselves feel better. Maybe they don't feel emotion. Well, obviously with their closed off, they can't manage their emotions, and they're going to seek refuge any way that they can, however they can. And usually it's in a messed up way. So they could have created this drama to help them with their grief, with their regrets. What do they regret, Spirit? Knight of Wands, doing something impulsive. Mm, King of Pentacles reversed. Whoa. Whoa, that's weird. Okay. I'm going to pull one more card for this, but what I'm getting here is they did something impulsive with as a couple with someone else, someone that thinks just like them, someone who also isn't doing too well. Current energy is what I'm getting, that they are both lacking, either lacking spiritually, they've had their spiritual gifts ripped from them, or financially, they are losing it. Um, but they did something impulsive with this King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn as well. This could be a couple, but it could also be, like I said, two people that think the same, or two people who acted. Obviously, they acted together, but I'm getting that with the same motive, they are bound to each other, something like that. Knight of Swords. Someone who also acted impulsively, self sabotaging, acting with haste, acting. So, whereas this person did some hasteful acts, this person, the King of Pentacles reversed, is someone who talked hastefully. They talked impulsively. They kind of just said what was on their mind, Freudian slips, um, something like that. This has caused them to regret and want to restore something. Yeah, so is this person, right? Yeah, so this is definitely another person. Seven of Pentacles, they invested in this together. They watched, they waited, they wanted something to go down, and when they realized it didn't, um, they became Four of Pentacles. They became stuck in an energy of just wanting to hold on to something. And with the Tower, they weren't able to hold on to this. All right, so let's move on. I'm just going to kind of like line these up over here just so I have a little bit more space. Excuse me. Okay. And I can return to those later. All right, so these Five of Swords reversed with the Two of Wands. So, see, yeah, that's what I was talking about. The plan that they had, something that they were assessing that they wanted to happen. They were waiting for something to happen that had to do with some sort of conflict, some sort of drama. They wanted to keep something going. Something, what is this? Strength. Maybe they thought they had the courage or the ability to do this. Maybe even your restraint or this person's restraint caused this to not be successful. Four of Swords. Oh no, Three of Swords. Yeah, this is definitely three. I didn't realize that this person was. So the last time I read this card, I thought it was Four of Swords. Wait, it is. But he's holding a heart. I don't understand. Whatever. I'm taking this as a three of swords unless it pops up. But this is someone who interesting. So what is this Three of Swords really quick? The Magician reversed. Seven of Wands reversed. Eight of Pentacles reversed. So something caused them heartbreak, or you So we could read this two ways. Um, what they wanted, the drama they wanted, ultimately it included heartbreak. It included heartbreak that they couldn't manifest, couldn't defend, and they did so much to only earn pretty much nothing. They kept doing something to lower your guard, maybe even. Yeah, maybe they couldn't lower your guard. They couldn't lower this person's guard. Um, I didn't mean to do that, but I'm wondering if that's a sign. Okay. Wow. That's that's quite interesting. Sorry guys, I wanted to just give myself more space. I never realized how much space I need until I'm looking over at the next card. All right. King of Swords. Temperance. So this is someone who brought some sort of peace. They could also just be a very tempered person. They could be an angel. This could also be Archangel Michael, the Four of Swords, or the Four of Wands reversed. Knight of Pentacles reversed. One more. Ten of Wands. Whoa. So I'm getting that the King of Swords brought protection where there would have been stagnation, uh, the end of a union, or the lack of structure in a union that would have just been a burden. So, yeah, if this isn't a person, I'm really getting more so this is an angel that came in and divine intervention had begun to stop this fight. Whatever they did recently is what I'm getting. It caused a domino effect to like for them to not be able to do anything about um creating or continuing this drama. It pretty much just ended, and it caused heartbreak, or you weren't heartbroken. I'm getting that because you're not heartbroken, they are. And it's because your angels stepped in. They stepped in to stop you from having so much burdens, not being able to get anything off the ground, um, and just being in a broken home, or being in a home that has no structure. And you deserve structure. You deserve to be living your life how you determine to live it. And if you want to be minimalistic, you're allowed to. If you want to be in a really big house, you're allowed to, because you're going to put the work in, especially with doing spiritual journeys like this, where you learn your actual limitations, where you can actually go in life, and um, it makes you want to do more for yourself. So you're going to end up getting what you want, especially if you're determined financially and you learn how to budget and all the other stuff, how to invest, um, already doing what you love, and finding a way to monetize it on top of that, that can basically incentivize you to want to stay doing something like this forever. And with you doing it and not really thinking about it as work, it just alleviates a lot of stress off your mind. Because like the most of the time when we think of us as adults, if you are an adult, is your obligations and being able to put food on the table. And on top of that, to not even like where you work, it can just stress you out if you're around a certain group of people who don't put in the work, where you have to, do more of the work, or you're just in a lack of an environment with lack of growth. Like it stunts you, and it also makes you not want to do what you do. Like you could find, if you really liked customer service, a job that you ultimately love. You can even accept that it's not perfect or people aren't perfect, but like eventually when you when you get in the mode of working, um and you have to, do a 9 to 5, so you have to, and then you end up not getting the job that you like. You just having to settle because your resume is not at a certain point of experience level where you can get any job, or you don't have a degree. Like there's just so much that you end up thinking about when you focus on what you're like. You spend so much time and energy into something that you don't want to do. And like it's so easy to say, go get a job that you really like, but like it's hard. Not everybody's hiring, and not all of us have the opportunity to build ourselves up to do a business without working. um Even my job, I'm grateful that it's very much on call, so I could do stuff in between, but not everybody's blessed with something like that. A lot of us had to do, at least when I started, so I know the struggle is you have to start off with an entry level job, and whether that job is something that you like, is, it's not really like something that is on your checklist at first. You kind of just want to get in there, you know. But after a while, you want more for yourself, and it's up to you to find a time slot to actually like do it. Like that's where the motivation, the determination comes in, but you also have to change your mind frame before you even get there. It's not a one day and done thing. Like it's a process, and you have to do it while in the trenches too. I think that though builds us up to become stronger, to become more aware of, like I said, how far we can go, um so with this Four of Pentacles, Page of Swords, they want to this is an energy that doesn't, like, I'm really getting the one of these two energies, and most likely this King of Pentacles, just because he did all the talking. This is a person who is holding on to something already in the guise of a certain mindset, a materialistic mindset. What they're even holding on to doesn't even have the value that they think it does to them. Um, and that's what, and like I say it like that because this could be more valuable to someone else, but in their case, they don't need this, or rather, they shouldn't be having this, because what it is nothing but, um, it's chump change, more than, like, it's less than what they could actually get if they believed in themselves. Like, this is the opposite of you. This is someone who doesn't see the value in having a heart, or moving and doing the work, especially with these court cards being in the reverse. They want everything handed to them, but they feel that they deserve the world, rather than understanding what you have to go through to get there. um Page of Swords is someone, with the Four of Pentacles, is someone that has a certain warped version of what they see, um what they say, what they want to be said. Like, this is just someone who is, how can I say this? Like, it's like they're a narcissist. What they say goes, but what they're saying is so embedded in immaturity and a lack of understanding that they don't even realize what they're saying. This could be something that they need to let go. What was said, what was seen, what was heard. Let's see. Three of Swords. Okay, so that was the Four of Swords. So that kind of changes things. Um, you were able to recover is what I'm getting. Yeah, this is so what they wanted to happen. Their plans didn't fall, it didn't come through because you were more restrained and had more strength, had more courage, confidence than they perceived you had, or this person. Um, and you were able to recover. So whatever manipulation that they did, that they thought you wouldn't be protected from, it didn't work. They could have also been sloppy with how they did it, so that's why it didn't work. Take it as it resonates. Um, so with that, this person could be very in harmony with their self, with their higher self, with their inner children, from all the stages. They understand themselves so much so that they were able to see this, put an end to this drama that was coming from a home that would have caused instability or that was causing instability, a lack of movement, and a lot of burdens that were unnecessary. So take it as it resonates. If you're not going through this, this could also be someone that's marrying you, so you could take it both ways. Um, but this is current energy. So, like, whatever is going on, you're either protected from or it is coming to an end, for you or someone else. And these people are burdened. I'm getting as well with the idea that that's why they're holding grudges, trying to um, have you or a situation be seen a certain way because they're heartbroken, they're not getting what they want, or the, wait, what? The, they could be in the shadows. Let's see, watching you. Watching you. Three of Wands. That's crazy. Yeah, they see that something's coming in for you, or even they are. I'm really getting with the Moon and Three of Wands that they're in the trenches, hiding, in your energy, trying to see. I mean, obviously, if they're coming up, like I just asked what we need to know, and this is what you need to know. Someone's in your energy, um, who wants to keep a certain narrative going. That's just the most immature crap you could probably hear. Um, is heartbroken and they're in the shadows watching you probably be the opposite, not worried about this, not caring about this. And the only time that you it's on even your mind is because you're watching a reading and you just want to know what's going on in your energy, and it comes to like come to find out it's the same people, or it's people with this mindset of just wanting you to be in drama. Like, I don't understand it. I think that if they got a job or if they worked on some hobbies, they'd be better off than not letting this go. I mean, they're in the Four of Pentacles, being Page of Swords. They're pages, they're children. They're acting like children. And this Three of Swords almost makes me feel like whatever they were doing to get themselves heartbroken, because I don't think you did anything. Um, hence the Five of Swords reversed after the Queen of Pentacles, sorry, reversed. This person could be a Queen of Wands reversed as well. Someone who again is focused on image, how they're seen, who wants all the attention and blase, um, promiscuous, has no creativity, hence why this never worked. I don't know, could be anyway. This Queen of Pentacles reversed is going through a tower and is sad. They're sad for a reason, because what they wanted to try to control didn't work. So they're not sad because they actually are hurting. They are upset because they didn't get what they wanted, and now they're just watching you get it. Because this is also your ships coming in, Three of Wands. They're in the cut just watching. That's crazy. Go make some money. So the tower, what's this tower? Oh my God. I'm so sorry, collective. They could be watching readings. They could be watching you if you have damn, tower and death. That's crazy. Before we get into that, they could be they could be um watching your social medias. If you're not on social media, they are somehow finding a way to check in on you. Even if they got to ask the neighbors what's going on with you, they are trying. And this is somebody from your past. I'm pretty sure you're away from this. This is why this energy is coming up this way, where you're protected, or in the guise of someone else that might be connected to these people still, who is protecting you or even protecting themselves. I'm not going to think about that too hard. Regardless, these people are going down that are causing too much problems. The tower and death. This could be read as an actual death, but like, I'm not wishing that on anybody. But this could also be read as just like the end of whatever they created with your energy, whatever they built is coming down. Um, so if they wanted you to be stagnant and not have a stable home, or like if they wanted you homeless, if it's that real, or if they just didn't want you to have stability, I mean, any of that is like, it's weird. But regardless, it's the end of that. If anything, that it's the end of their finances. It's the end of their sanity, because your home could be your temple. Um, it's the end of their drama tower that they built, and whatever came with it, whatever accolades, whatever looks of being seen as someone who is trustworthy, seen as someone who can see the future if they're, spiritually lying, or lying about themselves spiritually. Anything. It's definitely one of those, because they're hurting for money. The wheel of fortune. Yes, the wheel has turned in your favor. And the devil reversed. You have relinquished yourself, or this person. Let me ask: is this about this person, or is this about my collective? The hermit reversed. Hangman reversed. Ten of swords. What's the ten of swords? Five. What? So, excuse me. Oh my gosh, this could be either of you. This could also be both of you. Someone coming out of hermit, who's being like, I get with the hangman reverse. It's someone that's releasing themselves from. So if you had to release yourself from an ending, or the releasing it, man, I don't think actually. Mm, this may collective, if you are already out of the situation, recovered, um financially, spiritually, emotionally, and you are away from the situation, this is most likely someone that's already in it, or still has been in it, or is most likely on their way out. This is someone who wants to come out of hiding, who wants to release themselves from something that they may have put themselves in hermit mode, in a place of pause. And once they do this, it's going to cause an ending, but it's also going to cause recovery, financially or spiritually. They could also be recovering, like they're pulling out the knives, or the sword, sorry. Like I don't know why I'm saying like the rope here, um, as like even though his hands aren't there to pull it off, but like it's like he's pulling it off. And I'm thinking of him doing that, to this person, like they're pulling out the swords, so that maybe this person is recovering from an ending, and it's in a financial sense. It can also be recovering from what people said, what people did, like lies from multiple people, like up to 10 people. So if that was you, then this is you. But if that's not you, it could be this person. And this could be family too, because 10 of Swords, and he's the King of Swords. It's almost like this person is being reborn, like he's an earth angel like you. One more. Recovering. Ace of Cups. This will lead to, yeah, this could be a love situation, but this could also be just someone who really does adore you. Um, their heart flooding in, or even the universe giving to this person to help them recover. Yeah, giving it emotion, like that emotional support through the universe, through God, through the Most High, to help recover them spiritually or financially. Okay, so I'm getting that, however that resonates with you. I'm gonna get one more for this. The Ace of Wands. Yeah, there's no new beginning for these people, especially now that this person or you have relinquished themselves, and all they can do is watch. All they can do is hold the grudge, hold grudges, and watch, because there's nothing that they can do. It's gonna end regardless. So, if this is someone trying to cause issues for a court case, the officials are on it, and all this person can do is hold a grudge. That's it. They can be heartbroken that they're not getting what they want. If this has to do with like a financial situation in court, but if it has nothing to do with that, it has all things to do with image and those nasty little circles, because people still want to be in high school, or this could be a high school situation because of uh, how goddamn immature these energies are. Um, they really wanted to bring you down. They wanted to see you cry. They wanted you to be heartbroken, but you were too strong for that. If anything, if this touched you in any way, you walked away from it immediately. You didn't let them have much to say, and whatever they said, they couldn't even say it in your face. So it ended up being said in the place that it would have been said, which is behind your back. Um, yeah, I'm gonna get some advice for you. This has been exposed. The fog is cleared. Because, yeah, this is the angels, dude. So this most likely had to do with you. That still could have been a person this is happening behind the scenes. But regardless, you are protected. Look at this energy. Like, this is so beautiful. The Queen of Wands reversed. Yeah, you're protected from. That's crazy. I said that. The Queen of Pentacles reversed, Queen of Cups reversed, Queen of Wands reversed. This could be three feminines. I can't do three on. This could be three feminines, Or this could be one damn devious person, dude. To be all three, first of all, the Queen of Cups is the sweetest person in the deck. The Queen of Wands reversed is the meanest person in the deck. So you have someone that has no emotion, or their emotions are crazy out of whack. They are also very, very egotistical. They are also able to um, manage to be a gold digger at that, be very insecure all around, spiteful, envious, jealous, like it's the whole nine. They could be just a full empress in reverse, but I don't want to give them that if it ain't coming out. So yeah, this could be one full person, this could be three energies, someone spiteful, someone jealous, and someone who is a gold digging two-faced person. And I say two-faced because, they're focused on image, but their image isn't truly who they are. It's all just a facade. Yeah, I'm getting they can't do anything. And yeah, so this was you. This is you recovering. Your angels came in and made it so there's nothing that they can do. Let me make sure. Is this Five of Cups them or or that person? Yeah, 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 yeah. Wow. Yeah, you're being seen. You're being admired. Um, you're being recognized as the person that you are. You are not some sort of just spiteful, evil person. You are very much intuitive. You know and you know how to treat someone. You know how to lead. You know how to be creative in situations. Even if you're not a creative and you don't do art, you're creative in other ways. How you think, how you move, you're cunning. You're very much focused on the like details. Like I'm getting Empress energy. You create, and you create it out of nothing, and you don't spite people, you don't hurt people, you're nurturing, you're sweet, you're kind, you are beautiful, and you are loving, motherly. Like you don't hurt people. If anything, people just tend to hurt you more, and they do it because they're hurt. And it's crazy because like if this person really stopped and asked themselves why they do the things that they do, they would be better off learning from the situation than constantly trying to keep it going, or try to, I don't know, just keep that energy. Like you can't sit there and you can't sit there and want a certain life, want to be happy, if you're not even making yourself happy, you're not even happy yourself, you're not focused on what you can do better, you're more so they will pick it up, they'll get it. I'm getting that from them specifically coming out as a Queen of Pentacles. But like they'll sit there and they'll just give their burdens, what needs to be done, to other people, and they will even spread it around. They will make sure that they have something coming from this person and something coming from that person, and you know make it so they are fulfilled in their life because of everybody else. But once those strings start to break down, they want to blame you for it, when it's like, do your like learn how to live your own life. You can't blame, because a lot of people tend to blame their parents or like how they were raised. You can only do that for so long. After a while, you have to pick up the pieces yourself, especially if you're saying the things that are wrong. Like you can't sit there and know what's wrong and then not do anything about it. and just say, well, I'm ignorant, or I'm not, like my mother or well, yeah, brother, my dad didn't teach me that. I say brother because I know some people didn't, come up with their parents, and their brother was their main parental figure, and they had to, grow up to do that, but like they relied on them so much that like they might as well be the parent, um something like that. Like there is a line eventually, especially you wanting to blame everybody else for where you're at. You can only do that like as a kid, as someone that didn't know any better, maybe even someone that's like 19, 20, because you're only 2 years into actually like having your own, if you have anything of your own. And like once you get to like mid 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, like you can't blame anybody else but yourself. You've had control this whole time and you've done nothing with it. And that's the thing. You also have to take responsibility for yourself, my earth angels, and make sure that you're checking yourself and that you're not doing that. But I'm pretty sure a lot of you know that you control your own life. You control your universe. That is what like I have been trying to portray. Like you can create your own reality, but it's up to you how that ends up looking out ultimately. No, you're not going to have it like exactly how you want in your mind, but even then your mind is changing so much all the time that like you're not even going to want what you used to want, especially if you're going down a certain path of like trying to purge and get rid of a lot of things in your life to better yourself, because a lot of what you want, in the past is tied to how you think, what you think is important. And let's say, in a month you realize that that subscription to whatever is not important. So, that's less of something that you will think to see in your future. So you're always recreating your reality on top of that. Like it's a whole thing. And I don't think these people will be able to understand until they start with the first question, which is, why do I do the things that I do? I want to thank you for coming and watching my reading. If it resonated in any way, please leave a like or a comment. And I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.